Hello,
Hello.
I'm Barbecue Sauce, and this is Lunar Sky. Today we've got Ohio Northern versus SSU in League of Legends.
So, how much League have you done, Josh?
That's a interesting question because I've never touched the game.
Probably a good choice, but it's not a bad Telpo game. At least it's not Hearthstone.
Uh, Commentary might be a little rough because I don't know that much, but I have played Pokemon Unite.
I have to. I
So
played a little bit of League, but not enough to know all the characters by name yet.
Yeah.
But we will be playing against Ohio Northern,
Yep.
the home, right?
Yeah, they're home. We're away right now.
Which in League, I think that actually matters. Because I think we have to take blue side. Which means we ban first, I think. And they get final pick, counter pick.
Okay.
I think. I'm still learning that part too, so.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's like blue side gets first character pick. And then like you also get first ban. But red side gets last counter pick. Which, from what I understand, can make or break a game.
Makes sense.
Which we should be starting within about 5 minutes.
I wonder how the team's feeling about this one, because I know the last game they had, I think it was the Nace one.
Well, they did have a game last night too, and it
Or-
was the best game of the season.
Oh, so it was
They
like probably last week.
They still lost, but they actually felt like they didn't get rolled. Because they've
Yeah.
been playing enough Masters teams.
Yeah, like I'm roommates with Jabloin, or well, house dorm mates, and like he would come to me and talk about how he was a little worried about X team because
Well, we're gonna, swap out me for Pulse Mason. So, bye guys. Did you? Okay.
No idea. Oh, and we're back. Hello.
hello.
We swapped out. Now I'm here.
Yeah.
So fun.
I'm assuming you know more about League than I do.
Well, I mean, I am on the team, ideally, so,
Yeah,
I'm
I would hope.
supposed to.
I would hope you know more than I do then,
We'll
because
see, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But they're in lobby now, so ideally we should be getting in game in the next few minutes or so, ideally. What all you were talking about while I wasn't here?
Well, we mentioned who we're playing against, Ohio Northern, and then we were also talking about our own league experience, which mine is basically none, and Brian played a little bit. How do you feel like how the team felt like going into this week or
Yesterday they weren't thinking they were gonna win. They didn't. By the second game, they had a better mentality going in. They were like, okay, we're here, we're playing. We don't need to be depressed about it. All that fun stuff. So I think going into this, I think they're feeling good about it mentally. I haven't looked at who we're playing and their ranks and whatnot to see what we're going up against at all. Here, I can pull it up real quick while we talk about it. But I think they're feeling pretty good about it mentally for the most part.
that's good. It's like sometimes the mentality is like all that it takes.
Yeah.
And it like even if it doesn't work out, at the very least, like you're feeling better.
Yeah,
And
because Dustin or Breadloaf came on last night for the interview and was like, "I'm done with this. The depression of real life and having to come play League and be depressed again."
yeah.
Yeah. So I think the team is kind of like, okay, we're here to play. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna play the game and not completely feel destroyed if we lose. If we do, just
Yeah. Makes sense.
which I think is good. You want to be upset when you lose. They're going to be, but not like I don't know. Like
Yeah, there's like a balance.
yeah,
Because it's like if you're not upset ever when you lose, then it's like you probably don't really care that much.
yeah. They're just not going into it with like the full mentality of this is LCS, which is like the big competitive one. They're just not going into it like this is like that competitive. It's just yeah. They have a better mental going into this and whatnot, I think.
Yeah, that's good though.
So let's see. Okay. So we've got 3 masters, a diamond 2, and an emerald on the other team, it looks like. What else? They like to play a lot of. Let's see. Engage is what it looks like. So it's same as yesterday, where they're going to try to jump on our team and try and take them out before we have a chance to react or fight back. It looks like with a lot of Thresh on support, Talon in the. Let's see. He plays a lot of Hecarim. So yeah, a lot of just engage, support, and jungler, and pretty fighty mids, and a yeah, a Gragas top. It looks like. I'm just spewing champions off at you, and you probably have no idea what I'm saying.
I know a little bit about like roles, like support and all that.
Yeah, I feel like roles are like
It's a kind of universal in
yeah.
a lot of things.
Only difference is they're not like constantly all bunched up together. They spread out a bit at the beginning and they kind of all convene again at the end. I think for the most part, I think we're not too far off rank wise.
That's actually really good.
They are higher than us, I believe, but not by like too much. Like only like a division or like a rank or two. Like I feel like we have a aim. No, we have. I think our highest is diamond, I believe. So, but then again, it's not too different between ranks and whatnot.
Yeah, that's really good actually.
Gameplay stays pretty consistent once you get up into the higher ones. That they're pretty like similar enough, and then it just comes down to um, champion control, map control, all that fun stuff. What else? So I play the fun magic game of League of Legends. What fun magic game do you play? Because we're gonna see plenty of League of Legends, so might as well talk about a different game before we start.
I don't think my game is fun. I play Super Smash Bros. And well, I'm kidding. It is pretty fun, but our team actually played today. I don't know how many people are overlapping on the stream, but we actually did pretty good. One of our newer players, Samurex, actually like took out an entire team today. That was
Nice.
crazy. Oh, we're starting.
We're in draft pick right now. Well, we're in draft wall, which is a draft picking thing that you can do online, so they can choose their champions before, just in case like the client messes up and it does weird things as it does. So that way, this is already done, and they don't have to worry about it. They can just go in and pick who they want, all that fun stuff. So it looks like we're going. Who's on what side? Are we? We're red? Okay. They're blue. Okay. Shawnee State is blue in this one? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So we are blue side at the moment because they don't have names, so I wasn't sure because it could go either way on this because it's just set. Okay. So we chose Rel, Malzahar, and Ash, and at the moment, Ohio Northwestern has Lucian, Thresh, and Fizz. We first picked Rel. Thresh makes sense coming out of the support because that's what he is one of his main top champions. Malzahar we saw a lot of yesterday in our mid lane. Ash ADC. Okay, we've banned. Who have we banned? We banned Echo, LeBlanc. We're banning out the Hecarim in the jungle. Okay, they play a lot of Hecarim. It's their highest played champ in the enemy jungle. They're banning Mumu, and they're banning our Maokai jungle, which is Breadloaf's main jungler, or Dustin. Let's see. So let's see what are we gonna pick. Next we have our top lane and our jungler left to choose for Shawnee State. Oh, we still have another ban. We're banning the Vlad out mid. Let's see. So the Gangplank coming out from Ohio Northwestern. Ohio Northern, not Western. Western was yesterday.
So with bans, is it like I know they ban a character, but like what do you use like what usually prompts someone to choose like a certain character to be banned?
So in collegiate, we usually ban like player specific because we can. So before we can scout and whatnot, we can see what they like to play. They can see what we like to play, all that fun stuff. So generally they'll go for bans that like if there's a player that's like one of their top like damage or kills, they will go and they will think of okay, we probably want to take out their most played best champ, just so then they don't have that because they know that champion and they don't want them to be on their champion that they know the best. So that'll be like a lot of what we ban, which is why we ban the Hecarim in the jungle because they're Ohio Northern, their jungler is main. Their main they play is Hecarim. So then to keep him off of that because he knows that champion so well. And then if they're not sure, they'll just go for bans that are good counters to their champion that they're thinking of playing. But it just varies from instance to instance.
Makes sense.
But for the most part, it's just looking at who they play, who they want to not play against. Is for the most part. When there's 168 of them, there's a good variation that can happen, but not too terrible, I would say. Because there are certain champs that aren't great into others, but I am not up to date on all of those because there's a good amount that I have no clue about.
Yeah, you said what 168 or something.
Yeah, this is a recurring theme that we address that there's 168 League of Legends champions.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
So like, surely you guys are like required to play more than one character then.
Yeah,
right?
you kind of have to be because if they look at you in scouting, because we have to get, because in Nace or any of them, they can see your like player name and they can just look you up and they will see all of your champions, who you play in ranked, who you play in normals, who you have the highest play rate on, all that fun stuff. So yeah, you need to play at least like 3 for the most part that you like know so that you can play them well in a match because most likely they will go for bans. Your main is most likely going to get banned. It's just how it is.
Nice.
So then You gotta play at least like 3, I would say, in collegiate for the most part. And now we're just waiting on spectator delay. But I don't know. It's not terrible. There are a lot of champions that are like similar in style wise.
That makes sense.
And there's plenty in each lane to choose from. It's just what your playstyle is and who you like to play is really. And then there are meta champions, of course, but that's just preference if you want to play them or not. Because if you're good at the champions you play, meta's important because that's like who's been buffed or nerfed or whatever in the current patch or whatever, or season, whatnot. But if you're good at a champ, for the most part, you can still like, unless they're a hard counter and like they have abilities that just stop what you can do with yours and your character, you can still do like well with any character for the most
Makes
part.
sense.
So I don't know. I'm just here ranting about who knows what as we wait to play.
Yeah. Waiting for that delay.
Yeah. Spectator delay, because League has a built-in spectator delay of 3 minutes. So we
Is
can't.
it so that you don't stream snipe?
Yeah, it's so
Okay.
we don't stream snipe, or you don't have your friend sitting in a Discord call with you who can just spectate and see everything on the map
Yeah. That makes
and just
sense.
tell you where they are. It's like built in because you can just right click on any of one of your friendlets and just spectate one of their games. So it's just a cheating thing that they put in forever ago, I have to think.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, someone's done it before.
Oh yeah,
Like,
initially.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, how do we stop this? Because it's becoming a problem. Trying to see. Yeah. Okay. It should be an okay matchup. Like we have a pretty good we have Rel with an engage at Malzahar. Yeah. Yeah, we're playing a lot of champions that we know pretty well, so I think we can contest pretty well here. Like, we have a good amount of engage with Rel. Mordekaiser can just steal away a champion with his ultimate. Breadloaf Zinzao has a good engage. Jarvan we played against yesterday also has a good engage, but I think it balances out pretty well for the most part. So the comp's looking pretty even, I would say, like champ-wise for the most part.
That's good.
And then here we go.
There they go.
We're gonna invade, or are we just gonna sit and try bush? That is the question. Oh, I think we might just sit in Tribush because it looks like Northern. I keep saying Northwestern. It looks like Northern just invaded our top side blue and they just warded and are backing out, probably knowing that we're on blue side. So it looks like Northern is going to come down. We're going to go.
They're splitting. I see.
Yeah, because top lane is most likely going up to their lanes. Yeah, so then the mid laner and jungler went up, and then this bot lane is going down. Looks like Jarvan's going to start top, and then Sinzal's going to start up blue. Looks like Fizz is going in just a ward. And we might get a kill off here in bot. Oh, nope. They backed out. Alright.
they're pursuing.
So we're gonna try to steal the enemy's blue. We could. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a lot of poke damage off champions in early laning phase, where they're just trying to earn as much gold as possible, so then they can buy items and all that fun stuff. Side river. He's got a first blood off our Malzahar. Another fight's happening bot lane.
Oh, there goes the blood.
Yeah, Ignite coming out and Flash coming out from Northern. Yeah, Ash sadly having to fall. Northern going for another invade onto our blue side, getting a pick off of Dustin. Also getting a pick off of our top laner as he came in to try and help, but just was a bit too slow for the Jarvan engage. Getting a nice pick off of Lucian bot lane. It's nice. Being able to catch him out with the Ash Flow. Malzahar ult mid. Sadly, he got a pick off, but oh, tower just barely. Probably sitting at like 10 health. nobody around to just pick up that kill. Fizz. Charm's doing support things and allowing Owen to get out. Kill off the bot.
It's trying well healed up. Ready to save the tower.
They based, healed, came back. Bought an item or two. Like we've got, those are iron boots. And then Owen being able to pick up a nice kill off of Lucian. Threshold coming out of
That was with a lot
Jarvan
of help.
also coming out. Malzahar is there at least, so then it's not a really uneven fight. But bot lane's also come up around. It might be kind of. Malzahar getting Fizz ulted again, so not able to escape. The Fizz is just control of being able to dodge skill shots is not helping. It's currently sitting at 8-0. Jarvan's now going to go for the grubs. Nash ult coming out bot. Might be able to get the kill off on Lucian.
Ooh,
He
nice.
is. Nice. Lucian also flashed, so it's a good pick to come out bot lane. Their just ability to dive the towers, like they just did top lane on the Malzahar, is just... It feels unfair, to be fair. Looks like they're looking for the pick on Fizz. They should be able to get this kill off on Fizz. Yep, so Ashe picked up that kill on Fizz, picking up the shutdown gold over 1,000 is good. Should be able to buy at least half of their next item with it. Ooh. The hook coming out for this rush, being able to hold Chimes in place there for Fizz to come in. Not being able to kill Chimes outright, but just enough to center him in place and get him down to the map. Jarvan opening up Sing. Fizz is low. Fizz is able to just dash in and get the kill off on their Ashe. Fizz now going down again to Jarvan. The way that Ohio Northern is able to just dash in, get a pick, and dash back out without taking any damage is... Again, it just feels unfair to not have to take any turret shots.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think the Fizz was kind of it seems like a pocket pick because it's not one of his like. It was only one of his last like what recent 10 games. He only played Fizz once. But then again, all of his games in his last 10 games were different champions, so. But it's not even like one of his like most played. It was just one of his champions that he played in his last 10 that he got 17 and 7, so kind of wasn't expecting it, I think, to be fair. This is just a very...
They're all traveling together.
Yeah, and now we're in late game and they're just gonna try and... Yeah, because they've got Rift Herald and they're gonna be able to take out this tower pretty quickly. Maybe get 2 charges off of Rift Herald and just get through these towers and inhibitors way too quickly before we respawn. And we're pushing them out. They just have so much pick and damage potential that it's just, there's not much we can do. Yeah. But initially I think it went pretty okay. And then the Fizz was able to just snowball off of those kills, being able to just jump onto the characters and just pick them off before they can even do anything.
Yeah, I
kinda-
noticed that too. Like they would go in, like hit something, and even if they can like directly kill, they'd still like get away.
Yeah, they just have the escape potential of being able to jump in and then jump right back out after they take them out. Even if they don't kill them, they can just jump back out and wait for cooldowns and then try again. So not too much we could do there, to be fair, but I think we're gonna see how we change out our bands and whatnot and go from there, I think. So we'll see what happens. Kuka, I think we have the potential to win a game here. We just have to I just think they had the pick potential there of being able to dive in and get back out. So it really, again, it just depends on what they are thinking and decide to go with and what Ohio Northern decides to go with, if they go with another pick-heavy lineup or not.
Yeah, because it also seemed like to me, like hit for hit, they were just doing like a lot more damage. And I mean, it's probably pretty obvious, but I guess you just gotta find a way to either break that up or, you know, attempt to match them.
Yeah, once they get ahead in gold and they can get ahead in items, then the
Mm.
damage is going to start getting more and more because we just don't have the gold to get the items before they can. So then we've just got to be able to get the objectives and whatnot just to get the gold back, and it's hard to do when they're able to just pick us off on objectives so easily, and not much we could do there, to be fair. But there's still another game. There might be two. If we win this one, then there's going to be three. So who knows?
Probably talking about it right now.
They most likely are, yes. So, I mean, what's not to talk about? So, let's see. Let me see if I can see if there's. They're probably not saying anything because they're all in a call, so they don't really need to type anything. But let's see. Let's see if what's. So they're probably gonna ban Thresh, I would say. They're probably going to ban out the Fizz. Hecarim again. Trying to see if there's any other obvious ones that they'll ban out again. What did they ban? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But they're probably going to stay pretty similar. They're probably going to ban out the Fizz. Hecarim. I'm trying to think if there's any. Yeah, there's not really. Those are only two I can think of that they for sure will be banning and whatnot. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Who knows? Do we have a camera out there? Can we see how they look? I saw them set up out there. I was wondering. They're not even at the tables.
They're like up.
Does it also have a delay to it? Oh, so that way it's in line with the game. Okay. Makes sense. So I wonder if they're taking a break then. Probably. Maybe we take an ad break then. Might as well. Why not? You can decide. If we come back early. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
I am Travis Lynn, coach of esports here at Shawnee State University. I do teach video game design and I coach esports classes, but I also help coach and facilitate the entire esports program. Currently on varsity, we have around 52 players on our roster. We support 6 different titles. They are League of Legends, Call of Duty, Hearthstone, Overwatch, Rocket League, and Smash Bros. We also support multiple teams at a club level, including Valorant and another Overwatch team, as well as allowing varsity players to play on some secondary lineups during our club program. So,
hi, my name is Anissa Peoples. I'm the coordinator of athletics media here at Shawnee State University. I'm also an assistant with the esports team, and I run their inclusion committee. I have a really cool and unique experience with esports. I was a member of the inaugural varsity team in fall of 2018. I was a hitscan DPS player for the Overwatch team. After I left and finished my degree here, I got to come back as the assistant and start with just writing about the team and making sure we were promoted, and now I've kind of grown and taken a bigger role here at Shawnee State.
My name is Gwendolyn Bowman. My gamer tag is Obama, and I play Overwatch. Well, Overwatch 2 now. I come from a really small town where opportunities like this don't really exist. A lot of people play games, but there's no competitive scene and there's nothing really to do with it competitively. And when I came here to Shawnee State, I saw that we had a competitive scene for Overwatch. I had been playing Overwatch for about a year then, so I joined our club team, and I just instantly fell in love with the scene. My favorite part about competing here is, I'd say, the teamwork that we put into it. There are times where we will play against people that are much better, like mechanically skilled, but when it comes down to teamwork, they don't really work together as well as a team. Here at Shawnee State, the team is really like one tight-knit group.
My name is Thomas de Grauw. I play for the Shawnee League team and I'm from the Netherlands. Shawnee has impacted me in multiple ways. Like I said, the school is very including. They accept everyone and everything. They do a lot of activities around school which has me gotten into meeting new people and make new friends, especially like esports as well. Most of the guys I've never met before, and after 2-3 weeks they're like friends to me.
as much as I wanted to be a high-level competitor or an entertainer, helping others find their dream or find their passions is really what I like to do as a professor and as a coach, helping them elevate themselves to where they actually want to go, or anything goals that they want to achieve. Seeing them do those things, if it's winning a game or passing a test or getting through a class that they were struggling with.
Oh, the ad wasn't done. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, we gotta get our money's worth. Play the 4-minute ad. Alright. So now that they've concluded their break, I think we're gonna get into draft here again in a minute. I don't know. Who knows?
It looks like they're all thinking too. Like,
Yeah, they're definitely like thinking about what they want to go again. See if they're gonna go the same thing. Chimes is yelling at Nick down at the end of top lane. We're gonna fight them is basically all I can make out. What kind of sick strategy do you think they're coming up with right now between the top laner and the support?
what they go say? I don't know for sure, but they're about to go for some wild card picks. Trust.
They might, to be honest with you. I never know anymore what they're gonna pick, to be fair. Like, they'll just pull this out of pocket thing, and I'm like, okay, sure. Noise from the fan is so
Oh, is
annoying.
that what
That's what it's
I
from. It's
didn't
hitting the
realize
mics, and
that.
I'm like, that's why I was like this the whole like in game, because I'm like, okay, I can cut it down kind of. I think they're in draft in the website. I think that's what it is. They're currently in there. Wait, what happened? Are you not in lobby anymore? What happened? It's okay. They might be remaking it, maybe. Probably, I would assume. If everyone left, then they probably needed to remake it for some weird, dumb reason. Because sometimes it just breaks. see. Let's see. Let me see if I can get them all to wave at the camera. Somebody's got to be in spectator. There it goes. All right, now we're back in lobby.
Waiting for this wave.
I know, I said it, but I don't know if they're gonna actually read it.
Yeah, I
and-
saw Chimes pick up his phone, and I thought he was gonna read it, and then he set it back down.
No, they're ignoring me. It's okay.
Damn,
They're probably on Do Not Disturb, to be honest with you.
maybe.
Okay, so it looks like we're going into draft and draft lull at the moment. Super fun and exciting.
Here we are.
Ooh, which side are we? Are we red side this time? So this time we are red side. Let's see. They've banned Ari and Misfortune. We've banned Echo and LeBlanc. The Echo ban coming out again from SSU. Let's see. Is that the Ohio Northern has another ban. They're banning Leona. They're banning Chimes one more time. Let's see. What's our last first round bans? Yep, Heckram coming out one more time. I figured we would ban Fizz because I feel like now they're just gonna pick Fizz again. But who knows? Maybe we're gonna pick Fizz away from them. Who knows? Let's see. Because I feel like the Fizz was like the main issue initially,
Yeah.
especially like mid lane, and so. Okay, so they're picking Jinx for bot lane, it would seem. Let's see. What's our first pick gonna be? Yeah. It sucks when they pick your mains. Okay, we're gonna get a Rel again from Chimes. A Mumu coming out in our jungle.
Oh, I've seen some of these characters.
Yeah, these are like I feel like Jinx, because Jinx is from Arcane.
Well, I haven't watched Arcane, but I've seen a lot. Like,
Because of Arcane, she is everywhere now.
yeah.
Just all over
I've
socials.
seen, said this one was Echo.
No, this one's
Or,
Echo.
not,
That's Ari.
well, yeah. I've seen these two in, the new, what is it, fighting game, 2X.
Oh yeah, they are. They're in the new fighting game too.
Yeah, that's where I've seen them.
Thresh and Silas. I'm surprised they didn't pick Fizz, to be honest with you. Pantheon. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go for like the support dive. Let's see, does he play Silas? I don't see it on his op.gg at the moment, so I don't know how his Silas is. Why do we keep landing Vladimir? No idea. No idea why we keep banning Vladimir, the vampire guy. Who knows? So we've got the Varus ban off of Ohio Northern. Let's go for our ADC picks, because we currently don't have an ADC or a mid laner picked on SSU, and Ohio Northern doesn't have their top lane and jungler at the moment.
So you can't have two of the same characters even if they're on opposite teams.
Nope, you can only pick. There can only be one.
Okay.
There's 160 of them, so you can only have one. So like what I was talking about earlier was when if they didn't ban Fizz, so I was wondering if they would pick Fizz, because you can either ban a character, or you can pick it away from the other team, so you can choose it before they do. Because that'll happen in like professional sometimes. All right,
He's like Fizz isn't here.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising, seeing how well Fizz did last game.
I wonder what they changed for.
It looks like they changed for Silas on Ohio Northern side, which I don't know why. I don't
wondering,
see
like,
him
what
on
the
there.
reasoning was.
Yeah. Who knows? I have no idea, and I can't ask them either. I won't get to interview them and be like, so why did you choose Silas here instead of Fizz at the end of your game? So, I mean, who knows? But they seem like I think it's a pretty okay matchup. We're pretty tanky with the Amumu, Rel, and Pantheon, and Poppy. So I think we're going for more of like, I don't know, a tank lineup.
I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense since, like we mentioned earlier, like it felt like they were taking like a lot of damage like every time they like directly interacted with each other. So maybe they wanted a little more survivability.
That is true. That's possible. But the other team isn't shy on tanks either, with Gragas and Silas and Thresh. So, and then they've got Jinx as their damage dealer. So it's. I just realized the other team has 2 ADCs with Draven and Jinx. How did I not pay attention to that before? So does that mean Silas is their jungler? Yeah, so it seems like Gragas is their top laner, Silas is their jungler. So Silas was a flex pick. Draven's going mid lane, which is interesting. And then we've got Jinx, Thresh support. Interesting. Okay. I feel like something similar happened yesterday and we got a weird mid support. Interesting. Okay. I wonder how this mid lane will play out then with a Draven. Draven Pantheon. Very, very interesting combination, I would say. How I didn't notice they had 2 ADCs earlier, I don't know. Probably because the Jinx was up top and then I saw the Draven Gragas on the bottom, so then my brain just shut off and was like, oh, it's Draven in the bot lane. Let's see. Let me pull up chat. We'll add a sleeper pick. Well, I don't know. I'm not up to date on the meta, so who knows? I haven't been looking at who is overpowered and where they're overpowered. Alright, so now we wait our 3 minutes for spectator delay. I love the waiting game of League of Legends. It's such a fun time. It's not terrible.
Oh, they're locking in.
They're locking in. They're locking in. They're gaming. Whoa. Full screen us. I don't know. Any characters you see that are interesting that you like? Fun, silly little guys.
Barely know any of them.
I can attempt to explain them. Let's see. Let's just start going down the list. So Gragas is a drinker. He has barrels and he'll drink from them and like get a buff. He'll also throw the barrels at people.
That's actually pretty funny.
Silas is like a prisoner and like broke out. So he uses the chains that were like keeping him down as like a whip, kind of. And he'll like grab people and dash to them with them. He can also steal people's ultimates.
Wait, that's crazy.
So then he will be able to ult with what the enemy team can ult with. Which I think he's most likely going to steal the Amumu ult, is what I'm seeing. Is what I'm thinking he's going to try to grab as much as possible. Because Amumu's ult is just like a ring, and it locks them in place inside of it. For, I forget the amount of time. And then Draven just throws swords at people. Basically. Jinx has her cannons and guns and a giant rocket at the end. Thresh we saw in the game before. He just has his hook. He can pull towards people. Who else? It's gone now. I don't know. I've short-term memory. What did they got? Who else? Who are we playing against? Right.
Oh,
Okay.
here we are.
So Poppy is a Yordle. She's short, tiny, a tank. I'm trying to think. What's a good description word? I'm thinking like a paladin. For the most part. She can shield. Like she has like a little shield thing she can drop. Her ultimate, she'll like hit people away. She has a big hammer.
Here we are.
Amumu is just a sad mummy with a grab. He throws his bandages at you.
Who's that with the big head?
That is a Draven skin.
Uh,
I forget what it's called. I feel like it's Draven. Yeah, so it's Draven wearing a Draven cosplay, basically. So he has a big paper mache head on of himself.
that's funny.
Is basically all the skin is.
There's a little frog on the ground.
The ambiance of League. The frogs. There are ducks somewhere in the river too, somewhere early on, and I forget where they I think they time out after a minute or two. They're not on the rift long, sadly.
Oh yeah, there's just sword throwing. You were
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
all he does. He just spins his swords and throws his swords, and then his ult he just throws his swords, and they make like a big, long thing, and then they come back to him. He's usually an ADC, so I'm interested to why they put him. I'm wondering if they picked him initially and then changed their mind on where they wanted him, so then, or they wanted a Chinks into Kaisa instead, or what have you, and decided to swap him and put him mid. Yeah, so see, Gragas just has a big jug, and he just is an alcoholic, basically.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, that's basically Gragas in a nutshell. Oh, it looks like this game is muted.
There we go.
It happens. OBS is weird. Yeah, well, Ohio Northern still has a pretty interesting comp. Silas mid and Drake. Bot lane is pretty standard with the Rel, Kaisa, Jinx, and Thresh, so okay, nice. We got an early pick off with the Amumu grab on Thresh. Silas coming down and being able to get a kill off Kaisa. Another kill happening in mid lane on the Pantheon from Draven. His early damage is probably going to be the differentiator there in mid lane. So this could, I feel like there is potential. We could win this one, I think. There's always potential for it to go either way, but
Yeah.
still, like, we're on a lot of picks on champs. We know there's some interesting picks on the enemy team in jungler and mid, so I think we could do it. As long as we just don't let them snowball early, I think we've got a good chance. Might be a pick in top lane here. Ooh, Poppy just flashing out, being able to miss the Gragas. Ooh, and Breadloaf coming up with the grab. Interesting happened in mid lane, how the supports have come up and basically just come and bid supports in mid lane instead. Looks like Thresh is heading back down to bot. Chime stayed around a bit to just make sure that Thresh wasn't going to come back in and try and hook. It's now probably going to also go down to bot lane. Looks like Amumu is also going to come down maybe. In here. Ooh, maybe they're they're going to go mid lane. Pantheon being able to get a nice foot stun off Draven. Naka. Redlow coming in with the grab and stun. And gave a nice
Kill right there.
Yep, a nice pick off of Draven in the mid. Another fight breaking out. Bottom river. Amumu grab coming out on to Fresh. Poppy also coming down for this fight.
There's a kill. Oh, back and
But
forth.
Draven being able to get a kill off of Poppy there. Draven also getting a kill off of Rel. And Silas being able to get a kill off our mid laner Pantheon.
Oh, something just happened. You can hear them.
Yeah,
in the
we can
other
hear
room.
it. Now we gotta wait 3 minutes to see what they're hype about. But I mean, it's still like fairly even with only a 3k gold lead still. So I mean, if we get a nice like full team kill on them, this game is easily could swing the other way.
They're hella popping off out there.
This is what happened yesterday too. They started screaming the second game, and we're like, "What is happening?"
Sometimes you gotta hype yourself up.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if they're hype about it, then it's never over. Besides, we're only 13 minutes out in for them, so there's still plenty of game left to.
That's a kill.
Alright, it's a Pantheon, Rel, and it's there. It's our Amumu are gonna cut in and gate this Raven. Flash coming out from Dustin. Grab. That's a kill on the mid laner. Silas just stole a Amumu ult, I believe. Right? Yes, he did. You can see it over there in the little sidebar. It's the same icon as Amumu's, so that's how I can tell at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I saw him grab it, but I wasn't sure whose it was, and I was like, I think it's Amumu's. Got a nice fight breaking out bot lane. Thresh able to get the Jinx out there with his lantern. Thresh getting a kill onto Kaisa, but we've got a 3 down there, being able to kill the Thresh and the Jinx on bot. So
We're even on kills.
yeah, so that's what I was like, we can come back from this. It's like, it was only a 3-kill lead, then it went up to 4, I believe, right? That's not what we went to. But it's early enough that there's not that much of a lead yet, and we can just keep getting shutdowns and these
Yeah, I think,
nice
like,
picks off, and
This game's been a lot closer, pound for pound.
yeah, I think we got this one maybe. It's still early, it still could go either way, but I think like,
And the gold is caught up too. I'm looking at that now.
yeah, if we get some nice objectives here, we keep playing safe, not getting too far out, sticking together like we have been, I think we can pull this one off.
Got to drag it.
Yep, we got a nice Cloud Drake here. Next one is it just fire or no, it's something else. I know it has a different name other than just the fire dragon, fire drake. But that's basically what it is. Breathless being able to jump over the Jinx with the Q.
Oh,
The Jinx ult coming out onto Breadloaf. Silas and Thresh coming up the jungle to try and look for a pick off of the Kaisa or Rel. They're looking for the Kaisa. Thresh coming off onto Rel, with Rel being able to jump out. Thresh ult coming out. Silas just stole Rel's ultimate. Silas getting a pick off of Rel, but then Kaisa also getting the pick off of Silas. So pretty even there. Even gold-wise with fight. Ooh, Kaisa coming back down, maybe able to get the kill off of Thresh. He is. Redloaf and Dustin coming up here to try and look for a gank onto Gragas. Is able to find the grab, but Gragas can cancel him out of it with the barrel throw.
Ooh, there they go, popping off again.
Yeah,
You know, something good.
we can hear him screaming out there. Rel coming in the mid lane and trying to keep the Draven off the tower just for a little bit longer. In the top river, looking to grab these next 3 grubs. But just being able to get pushed off with the 3v2 that's happening. Rel able to hold Raven off this stuff. Pantheon to get back. Raven sadly getting that kill off the Pantheon and losing the tower in mid lane, but it's still only first turret, so it's fine. Not such a big deal. We've now got 1 turret down on each of our lanes, but it's all top to stun Gragas, being able to get that nice pick off for the top lane.
Yeah,
Just nice engage and quick damage off from our side, being able to get a nice kill off of Draven again. It- Both being able to get a nice one off the Q. Another son off the Q onto Jinx being able to get a nice pick. Just a nice 3 picks off of on Ohio Northern for SSU, so we're still 3k gold down, but it doesn't feel like it.
It really doesn't.
Dragon's coming up here in 10. It's like Ohio Northern's gonna try and push in this mid lane and then most likely try and go to Dragon. Might even just go to Dragon now to kind of set up, figure out vision. We've still got the Scuttle Crab vision for another few seconds here, so they can't quite start it. Right there. Chime's getting picked off, sadly, by Draven. Moon's starting to run out onto Thresh and his ultimate. Gonna get a nice pick off. They've got both Thresh and Jinx in the fight jungle. Pantheon fighting Gragas in mid. Just barely losing Gragas in the lane. Getting another pick off.
Holy, maybe that's what they were popping off for earlier.
Yeah, most likely. Once they kill this Draven here, they should be able to get a nice free second dragon here.
Infernal Drake. That's what it was.
It's a fire one.
Yeah.
It's like, and this one's ocean. Water or ocean soul. So now there'll be, the grass will be a bit bigger everywhere. There'll be some water puddles in the jungle. Don't do anything, they just look pretty. Really all ocean soul does is it makes the, on map, all it does is make the bushes a bit bigger.
Okay.
And then it adds those water puddles in all of the camps. But if they get Ocean Soul, then it's a lot of passive healing. Another fight quick camp as we jump onto the Thresh. Should be able to get a nice pick off the Thresh for
Jablowin is legendary.
Yeah. I forget how many kills that is without dying. Each, like, announcer phrase is like a certain amount of kills without dying. So I don't remember if it's 4, I think, maybe. Looking for the Silas pick. Able to get a nice root stun off, being able to pick off the Silas. Gragas coming from behind. Yup, being able to pick off the Gragas in the mid lane again. Chime's gonna figure out some vision. Draven ult coming out, being able to push the Rel into just a not great place to escape and being able to get a nice pick off. Poppy ult coming out, not being able to hit anyone, but still kind of zoning them out, being able to get out. Baron now up. We're gonna see if they, the play is now. Hex Splash just came out.
Oh, now we're up on gold. Wait, no, not.
For a second there.
Yeah, for a split second.
Got Rift Herald coming out, being able to push into mid lane. Got the gun fighting dragons again down in bot jungle. Oh wait. League launcher popped up before.
There we go.
Yeah, League spectator is kind of quirky. It's like Northern wants to play for the Baron, and Dragon comes up in 50. Gonna have to see what the play is here. Gragas and Poppy just poking each other down in bot lane. Both have TP up, the fight breaks out. And it looks like here it is. Red left Q coin out being on Silas. Chime's going down to being able to come out on Kaisa, being able to knock it down a good bit. Red Love coming in to try.
Still running.
Yeah. Jinx flashing just to take her out. That's so sad. That's so disappointing. We were looking so good there, and then I think just that one team fight, just being able to, and then they just have the damage to be able to take out objectives quick enough, and then they just pushed in.
Yeah, like at least in kills, like we had such a lead in like not the start, but like towards the middle.
Yeah,
of the
no,
game.
we did come back pretty well there, so it's just disappointing that
I feel like
we're so close.
yeah, it was like. I mean, they fought well though.
They did. They did do a good job fighting well, and then just those last few team fights, just the damage potential from Draven and Silas and having his stun and whatnot. Not much they could do, to be honest, with just being able to grab the one of them and again just being picked off. And but they did a good job, to be honest with you. And I think, to be honest, they should have won. To be fair, but it happens. All right, let's see. Who are we gonna grab today for a magical interview? Who wants to come and talk to us? Is it best of 3 or is it best of 5? Okay, yeah. So then who are we gonna grab then? Because that's 2. All right. We're going to go to a quick little intermissions, and we will be back with whoever we're going to interview. And we will be back in a minute. And we are back, and I'm here with Tanu King, or Top Lane Timothy.
Yep, I'm top lane Timothy. I was playing Pantheon mid for that second game. Definitely came in close that time around. We set out our goal because if you've watched the beginning of the season, you'd already know things haven't been going well. New team, still learning our chemistry, learning how to work together. And so we were like, all right, hey, you know what? Let's take a step back. Let's just first off, let's have fun. Second of all, we need to learn how to cooperate, work as a team. We need to get that cohesion going. We need to learn how to play through these parts of the match. And that's exactly what we did. We did it last night. We were like that we found mountains more of success that time around than our previous matches. And then in this one, yeah, it was still, unfortunately, it was a loss, but we had a kill advantage. We had leads. We got to the point where we wanted to in the game. And now we need to look beyond getting to that point, because we were just talking about it back there. We were like, hey, we got to the point in the game where it's like, hey, we can now win this match. How do we win that match? That's what we're at right now, because we're like, hey, we were able to get our cohesion together. We were able to make plays together. We were able to get those leads both last night and tonight. And it's like, all right, now we just need to look over what we're doing, look at what we can do better, and look at how we can advance forward.
And turn those into the wins that you
Yep.
deserve.
Yeah, because like I ended that game with we were like, hey guys, let's play Pantheon mid, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't played Pantheon mid. I'm a huge Pantheon fan. I've been for years, but I've not really played a mid. And I was like, I got this. We're here to win, push those leads. If we get those leads, it's like, and also game one, you saw how we lost that in 16 minutes, and that was part of our strategy. Was either we're gonna blow up in 16 minutes, we're gonna lose the game fast, we're gonna have a lot of fun, we're gonna lose the game fast, or we're gonna win the game really fast.
That is what Dustin said yesterday.
Yeah, that is our goal, is to either win really fast or lose really fast, because we're either getting that lead and we're taking it and winning right away, or we're losing it and it's like, all right, that's it. Because we're not doing another game where it's like, all right, this is 20 plus minutes of us just quietly giving up and quietly losing.
Yeah,
we're
and
not
just
doing
dragging
that.
it out.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're looking to win the game with aggression, and either just, yeah, we won it, or yeah, we lost it. Not like this slow, quiet, sad defeat. We want it to be entertaining.
Yeah, and I think you guys did a good job with the second game. We were like, I think they could win this, and just barely.
I'm glad to hear that y'all think that. Yeah.
Well, it was pretty close, I think. For the most part.
Yeah, we had a kill advantage. It was in terms of kills, we had an advantage, but we didn't have towers. We didn't have the lanes pushing.
Yeah.
They had priority in that sense, and it's kind of just like, hey, you know, we're gonna look back over these couple of games, and we're gonna learn, hey, this is where we need to improve on. And it's like, all right, once we get that locked in, these games are just gonna turn into wins.
Yeah, this is what, are you still your only fourth game as, right? Just a light. This is the fourth game.
Yeah,
as a team.
I honestly don't remember, but we've got a lot of competition ahead of us.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of competition next season ahead of us. It is a long journey. This is the start of it. It's kind of like a, hey guys, you know my rank, you know some of the other people on the team. It's like we're punching up. Every game is a punch up. Last night was our best performance yet, and that was against
that was the highest punch up.
The highest team. And it was like, all right, but that was also our best performance, and we're gonna keep punching up. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going against these Goliaths, and it's like, all right, that's the situation we're in. We can't change it. We're just gonna do our best.
Yeah.
We're hopefully making it entertaining it while we're doing it.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's all. I don't really have any questions because I don't know enough to be able to be like, okay, so this thing that happened here, no idea.
Well, it sounds like that's going to be the end of our conversation here. So what can I say is Bear Club.
Bear Club?
Support Bear Club.
We love Bear Club.
Yeah, Bear Club allows us at the school and all the other students here to do what we want to do and have a good time. Yeah. So support Bear Club.
That's it. And we will see you. Oh, who has the next match? Tuesday? Tuesday is Overwatch?
Tuesdays are Overwatch. We try to keep Fridays and Saturdays for League of Legends. We've got
Ideally.
Yeah, we got Rocket League thrown around somewhere in there probably, as well as Smash. So tune in. You'll
Yeah.
get if you're following, you'll get the notification.
Yeah.
And Bear Club. Peace out, everyone.
And that's it. See you on Tuesday.